going to just be fixing BSoft components. So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to be looking at BSoft components here. I'll really quickly just shift over. Oh, here, let me get the chat up. There we go. Now I can see the chat at least. Most of it's going to be screen share. Glad someone's joining. We will start with, let's see here. I'll showcase what I'm going to be working on. So here we are, and there it is. Basically, the issue is when a component like the checkbox, it's been reported for the checkbox that when the checkbox color gets set to a themable color, the actual outline or the focus ring around the item ends up staying the same color. We'll take a look at that here real quick. I'll stop sharing on that one. And so I'll do a real quick example if I can. Let's see here. I've got it up here. Yeah, I got a lot of work this weekend to do. Here, let's get out of this. Let's go. BSoft. Okay. I'll say fun run storybook. Once I get storybook up, I'll show it, and then hopefully I've got one that can be shown here. Let's go over to here. Let's go to 6006. There we are. Well, here, we'll at least show what we're talking about. All right. We'll see how that bug hunting skills comes up. So we'll see what happens here. Here, I'll share. This doesn't show the issue because it's not themed, but the idea at least will be there. So let's pop over here. The idea is this. What we're talking about is this little blue line out here. We have the ability to theme, and I might be able to start up something else and showcase it. I think I might be able to showcase this. It's just to show what we're talking about. But maybe what I can do is something else. We'll see. Let me quickly start up the actual item there and showcase the issue there. Oh, here, let's do this. There we go. So this should have an orange theme. You won't see it yet. I'm going to get everything up ready first before I showcase it, mainly because I'm not entirely sure how much I'm supposed to showcase of this. But it wouldn't be bad if I can just get an example, I think. There it is. Here's an example. Okay, so I will share this real quick. So here's the tab I will share. Okay, let's see if it's showing. Okay, it is showing. Ugh, I'm not sure if you can even see it on that. There is an outline here, though. There's an outline on the outside of this here that is blue, while the rest of it is orange. As you can see, everything in here is orange. I'm not sure if you can zoom in and see this or not. I'm looking at it in my stream, and let's see if I do this, if I can see it better. Maybe if I do this, can I see it better? Let's see here. No, it doesn't. That's the maximize. It's horrible. Okay, I can't see it, but maybe you guys have a better zoom than I do, and you can see it. But there is a blue outline around this checkbox here, and that's the issue. It's orange here. It should be orange on the outline here. I'm gonna shut this down and stop sharing because I'm not sure I'm supposed to even share that. But that's what we're going to be working on is getting that to actually stream correctly. I should be able to set up here. I should be able to set up a. I've got this here, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna share my coding environment. Um, I'll show it. I'll show what it is. I've had quite a time trying to get this to go, and the main reason is, we'll share that. Here's the focus ring. Here's where all the focus ring stuff is. Let me get the chat back up now. Okay, good. You saw that it was blue. Good. So yes. So here, Bob saw that it was blue. All right. Yeah. Good. So it is blue. So we've got to figure out how to have it go with the actual color. Now, what we do, if you look here in wrong one, in the Tailwind config, get rid of that. It's not important. We've got primary theming colors. This is all our color. This is all our color setup for BSoft components. This is the way you do it in Tailwind. Basically, you set it up. I've got some animations down here and stuff like that. That's something I'm thinking of doing for the next CSS stream for any of you that are interested. For some reason, in the dark theme, actually, we'll go back to that real fast. I'll bring this back up. Let's see if this is still running. I'm going to shut this down. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it's still running. Okay, so I'll reshare the other screen over here. Replace with this. There we go. So if we go over here and we go to dark mode, if you look now with the highlight here is also white. This is dark mode, by the way. This is the dark mode part of the checkbox. So in dark mode, the focus ring works correctly. So it does work correctly. It's only when you're in the normal mode and you have it themed. Now, since we did dark mode, I have to refresh there. So yeah, like I said, if we had this themed, which we could probably set that up pretty easily. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we've got a test that we can use as our proper test for making sure that we can easily validate that what we did worked. What is it telling me there's an error here for? Oh, you probably don't have. Yeah, you don't. Here, let's go back. We're going to go back. I got to make sure. I got to remember to bring us back to the right place here so everyone can see it. There we go. BSoft components. Okay, so now we're back to BSoft components. All right, so yeah. So this is giving me an error. I don't know why. Unchange or incompatible. Okay, well, I'm not too worried. It's not stopping it from running for now. We can worry about that later. What I do want to do though is I want to set up something that will change the theme. So we need something where the theme gets changed. What we normally do is we normally set it up at the start. If we find one of the contexts, hang on, I'm trying to remember how this is done. I wrote this and now I'm trying to remember how it's done. Yeah, we should be able to do it in the template itself. The template should allow us to. I might need to jump over to something else real quick. Let me find the common interfaces, common function. Here's common functions. This will give us at least what we're looking for. Here we are, create BSoft theme. And the theme is BSoft theme, which is this. So I think I do have somewhere in here that I've checked. I've tested this somewhere. Let's find our usages of this. It's there. Usage and function call. Oh, there we go. I can just use this. Perfect. Okay, so. Very, very, very good. So we have this here now. All right, this is what we'll do. We will reset our theme. Not sure how many of you have ever used color wheels before. You probably won't see what I'm about ready to do. Go away. Why is it not showing? Huh. It's not showing up. Hang on just a second. I gotta go get I gotta get one thing real quick. My battery's about ready to die. Okay, that took a while. Okay. Let's see. Maybe if I get this on, maybe I can start sharing the screen. I figured maybe let's stop sharing here. Let's see. Stop sharing. Sorry, it took a while. I got caught talking to someone else. So let's see. There we go. It says it's sharing. There we go. All right. Thanks. Yeah, that took a minute there, but okay. So let's try to here. This should allow me to do like an orangish color. Here we go. Orange. Let's do a bit lighter orange then. See here. Maybe a bit lighter. That seems about right. That'll do us. That's even lighter. Okay. Even lighter there. And then the lightest here. This is just for testing, so this should help us now. So now we should be able to see the issue that we're having. Let's go over here and let's switch the sharing. Actually, here, I'll quickly rerun this. And then I'll switch to sharing so we can see it. Let's see here. That's rerunning. Now let's go ahead and... Yeah, good. We've replicated. Okay, so here's the replication. We'll take a look. Replace screen sharing to here. And there we go. Now, if you see it, it's orange. And then you have the blue outline. Now, if we take a look, I might have to reshare to see this, because if you do an inspect, I actually looked into this previously, so it wasn't that, but it just wasn't a big enough issue at the time to figure out why that was happening. Let me see. The ring, what we need if we want to do this though is, where's the focus? We need to find where the focus is. Oh, are you guys seeing this? Let's see. You guys probably aren't seeing this. No, you're not. Hang on. Let me share the actual screen that I'm looking at, the dev tools that I'm looking at here. Here we go. Okay, here we are. So now you can see the dev tools I'm looking at. Good, you can see over here too. Good. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. So I think here's where the focus is done. Yes, focus within. So I'm not sure how many of you used Chrome's dev tools before, but this is how you can do that. It might be focus within. There might be another one, focus as well. Let's see here. Dark. We got dark. I'm reading right here in case anyone's wondering. There is a focus within, so let's go ahead and do focus within. Boom. And let's see if that does it. Okay, that does seem to make it work. So let me go ahead and replace here once again so you can see what I'm doing now. Starting to wonder if your screen froze. Yeah, I know. I got into a conversation. I'm sorry there that took a little longer than I thought it would. So let's get back to here. Let's see if. Okay, so there. So I've got the focus within, and if we look now, there are ring offsets. Now let me go back again. I know there's a lot of jumping back and forth, but this is pretty much how the coding kind of goes. You're jumping back and forth. We'll reshare this. So here we are. So if we look, we've got some colors here. Here's the issue right here. It's the ring offset color. And if we look, well, that one says it's white, but that's not entirely true. There is one here, and I know it's here somewhere. And it's one of these settings that needs to basically be set whenever the variables are set. So it's something I've done in dark mode worked, and in regular mode did not. So if I look at, it's down in here somewhere. If you look at the root, Tailwind puts a lot of its things on the root. Here's where it's kind of coming from. It's a ring offset color, but that's not it. We got to look at the ones that are applied. Here's the ones that are applied. Here's the ones I applied. Let's see. But there's some in here for ring offset that will not be checked out. Here we go. These are probably the ones that aren't. So these are Tailwind, as you can see. They all start with TW. Tailwind, ring offset color. Well, that can't be right, or else it'd be white. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Ring color. There's the offset color. That's the offset color is the color between the actual box and the ring itself. So if you look, the ring has a space between it. That's the offset color, the color in between the space. So technically we could actually give that a color if we want to. But in our case, the color is white. So that's the ring offset color, but this is the ring color. And as you see, this is a blue. Let's see if it'll show it. Yeah, there it is. So there's the ring offset color. So this is not being themed. So my theme isn't covering this right here. As you can see, hopefully you can see that it's right here. It shows what color it is. So it's kind of it's the blue you see on the screen, basically. Yeah, so we've got to try to figure out how to fix that. We'll pop back over and we'll take a look and see if we can find where potentially the ring offset color is. Hopefully I won't have to jump around as much anymore, just so you've got the idea of what we're trying to do. I'll go back to sharing my code. Oh, I didn't mean to stop. I meant to go over here. There it is. All right, so we're back to sharing code. So at least we got that. So we got that set up. We got the story set up. What we need to figure out now is how to set the ring offset color. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so the ring offset color. So when we apply the theme, let's see here. We do apply theme, it goes through there. We do create the theme, it goes through here. This is my own theme that I'm applying, and I'm setting those items and then utilizing them in the Tailwind config. So the Tailwind config uses these items, but the ring offset color isn't changed. So what we need to do we probably need to go to Tailwind site. That's what we need to do. Well, yeah, basically here. Yes, it does need to be something like that. But what we need to do is we need to do it in a way that is configurable. Because right now it's configured to the way Tailwind configures it by default. So that color you see there is Tailwind's color. And since I had chosen a blue theme as my default theme, I always believed that it was working. That's how it got released that way, because it looked like it was working because I chose a blue theme, and by default, Tailwind happened to pick a blue theme. So that's how it got released without me catching it until we started using some of the theming aspects of the library. So let's see here. Right now, I'm going to run over to Tailwind. I don't think I'll show this. I'll just talk about it. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to figure out where the ring off. Let's see if we got ring offset color. Offset color. Here we go. Ring offset color. Let's see if there's a way to theme the ring offset color. So you can tell it what to be. You can say ring offset and give it a color, but that's not what we want. Now you can give it a color. So you can say ring offset color name. I wonder if I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so the issue here. So here we're back in code. All right. Not here. Here's where we wanted to be. So ring offset 2. Well, that's ring offset. No, I want the ring color, not the ring offset. Hang on, I looked at the wrong thing. Ring color. Here we go, ring color. So you say ring. So you can say ring in the name. Okay. Now, see, I think we tried this. I think I tried this and it didn't work. So let's just try this, though. Let's say here. In case you're wondering, what I've done here is I've created a hook, by the way. I've created a hook inside of React, since these are React components. And I'm using this. Let's go over to the checkbox real quick. I'm using this as a way to get styling in here. The main reason is I didn't want to copy and paste styling. So the styling is going to be the same for focus rings no matter where they're used. Basically, we have buttons, and buttons use focus rings. We have all these things, and they all use focus rings whenever the component or the element is focused. So this is used to save those styles into somewhere reusable and then just bring them in instead of having to constantly change them. I tried doing that with most of these things. In anything that you see here that is in here because basically there was no way to make it generic. It was specific to this one case, and that's why the styles are done like this. But any of the styles that could be encapsulated were encapsulated in functions. Now, we haven't done them all yet, and I haven't gotten to all of them yet, but in the library, they are inside of here, which is this is the first style hook that I've done, but I've got a couple other ones, as you can see. So let's get back to this. I think it says that we can actually place a color. So what we should be able to do is say primary. I think I tried this and it didn't work. Primary 1. So if I do that, let's save and let's try to run this. If it works, I'll show it to you guys, and then maybe that was the simple fix. Maybe it was a lot more simple than I thought. Let's see here. Button run storybook. Let's take a look. Don't need you. Let's get over here. Let's see. Nope, that didn't do it. That did not do it, and that's what I was seeing for myself, is that it wasn't, even though I put it in here and I put the primary 1, which should be whatever primary 1 should be, in case you're wondering. Oh, over here. Should be this color right here. That should be primary 1. So that color you just saw me apply should take this into account, since we applied that as the BSoft theme. So there we go. Which, by the way, if anyone ever uses BSoft components and wants to create your own theme, this is exactly how you could do it. The default, I think I did go through this when I first created it, but I don't know how many people have seen that. Basically, the only ones that are required are the primary colors. You can theme all of them if you wish. These are all of the items that are themable, but if you don't theme them, if you don't provide any theming, it basically takes default colors, as it has some defaults that it uses, and it will just go ahead and apply the default colors. So this allows you to override certain items. It allows you can override all of the grays if you wish, one of the grays if you like it a different color. You can change your black and white colors if you wish, whatever you want it to be. That was the idea, to give every potential color theming possibility the ability to be overridden, but to only require, when you're creating a theme, to supply just the main primary colors, and it will make up the rest of whatever you don't do. So, allow for as much as possible, but not make people do certain things that just don't make sense. Ring color, maybe. Here's another question from Bob there. He's asking about, is it possibly the ring color? Maybe. I still think, if I'm looking at this, I think the issue still is the fact that that color is still overriding it. So let me see. Let me actually, you guys aren't seeing this, but I'll tell. But if it does happen here, I'll tell you how. I'll speak it to you to see how it goes. So basically here's this. Let's do the focus within. Okay, there's our focus within. Now it's on there. So I'll talk us through this as we're going, and we'll see why the color didn't seem to work. So we got the offset width, we got the focus within. we've got it's still using, see, even though I gave it the color, see, even though I actually gave it the color in my setting, because my setting says, hang on, let's see if I can find it, make sure that it did do what it's supposed to do. Here's dark, here's focus within. What are we looking for? We're looking for focus. It's a focus BSC ring primary 1. Yeah, I'll bet money that's not what's here. Hang on. See, these are all focus withins. If we go one down to the checkbox itself, it needs a focus. So let's do focus here and see what pops up. I'm not seeing anything that's popping up here. BSC appearance, rounded, dark. We've got transitions. So it seems to me that the only part that does this is the focus within, and that might be where our problem is. So we're trying to look at the focus. It's the focus. Okay, that's going to do nothing, because what's actually doing it is this. Now, maybe this will fix it. Let's see here. Let's see if this fixes it. Primary 1. Everything else looks fine. Yeah, okay, so let's do that. That might be what causes this to work. So here, let's go back. Let me turn these off again. Okay, so we don't have them accidentally doing this, and then we'll restart, and then if it works, we'll at least be done with this for the day, and then I've got to hurry anyways, because I've got the dog park to do here very shortly, because I got to go take my dogs to the dog park. Well, interesting. It didn't do a color at all. Here, I will show this one. This is good enough to show what did happen. So at least you can see what happened there. So let's go back to here. There we are. Let's uncheck and check. So now nothing's there. If you notice, it's not that something's there, it's that nothing's there. So it basically took it away. I will go ahead and inspect. You won't see this part. Again, I don't have the ability to jump in and out. But let's go ahead and put focus within. That still didn't fix it. But focus within should give us the styles to where we can see. Well, there it is. TW ring color is set to the right color. That's strange. Here, I will go ahead and share just so you can see that it appears that it should be working. So I will share this because this is kind of interesting, because it's not, even though it's saying it's not working. So you control which variants are generated. Here, I'm going to pop this up so others can see it besides me. You can control which variants are generated for the ring color utilities by modifying the ring color property in the variant section. Yes, and that's sort of what, in the variant section. Okay, that's actually, that's very helpful, Bob. That's something I was thinking about. How I could possibly override the variance with that color property. And that might be what it's. I do want to show this, though. This is actually kind of interesting. I'll hide your comment there. Let's see here. Replace. Let's go ahead and do the dev tools, because this looks like it should work, but it didn't. So if you look, here we are here. Here's this. We have the focus within, and here is our TW ring color. So the TW ring color here is set to our orange color, as you can see. So what we should see here, what we should be seeing right now, as you saw, is we should be seeing an orange line around the box. But even though it's setting the TW ring color here, let's see, is there, but now instead of it being blue, it's just not there at all. So something happened. Something happened that I didn't do right. I might go with Bob's suggestion of trying to change the variance, because that's what I was going to look at as well. I was going to look at a possibly way to go inside of the Tailwind config settings and try and change that, because that was my idea as well, was maybe change something in there for everything. That way, even when it's used, then it's actually here. Hang on. Go back to here. So let's see if we can do that. So that should have worked, but it didn't. We'll go ahead and we'll just undo. There we go. That's easier. And then we'll go back to the Tailwind config. Theme colors, yes. I think I do know there is a variance here somewhere. I'm gonna have to go to their site. I still have their site up. I'm gonna look their site up here. Here, just put config and see if it theme configuration. Here we go. Theme configuration. That'll show me what I'm looking for. Game structure, variance. Let's see. Come on, where's the variance? Colors. That's kind of what I've done for the colors already. Actually, most of their site is ordered in. Let's see, if we do ring color, most of the site is ordered to where if you get to the very bottom, it'll show you how to override a part of it. It'll actually show you the way to override it in the settings. So let's see if we can do that. There we go. Well, no, that's just customizing your theme. I want to customize the ring color. No, that's just for that. No, I want to. It didn't show it. It showed how to customize a color, but it didn't show how to customize the actual ring itself. So basically, Tailwind is saying if you say ring with the color, it should work, but it doesn't. And this has happened to me before. And before, it sounds like I'm throwing Tailwind on the bus. I'm not. This happens a lot in software. Where you're told that something works a particular way, but once you dig into it, and once you not just dig into it, but you make modifications for this or that, although there is a, let's see here, theme ring color. Let's see, alternatively, you can customize your ring colors by editing theme ring color or theme extend ring color in your Tailwind config. Okay, so that might be the way to do it. So we've got theme. Yeah, theme colors. We're in colors. What if we just said ring color? And we set ring color to, yeah, so let's just do this. Let's see if it'll autocomplete for me. Ring color, it did. It is autocompleting for me. So if we say ring color, we can do this and we can do that. You should be seeing this. So basically what I can do now is I can copy this to here, because we want it to be the primary one, at least for now. We'll decide what we want it in the end by what we like. But that, if what Tailwind said is correct, that should actually fix it for us. So let's give this a shot. We'll restart Storybook over here. I do love Bun. It runs very quickly. It's already started back up. No. The ring color's back, but it's still at the blue. Yeah. Here, I'll show. What happened? Here. We'll go back to here. We'll show you guys this. We'll just show you again. So here, now we're back to the light blue again. So that shouldn't be happening, though. That should be this color. It should actually be the same color as what you're seeing inside the checkbox there. So it should look pretty much the same with a 50% opacity, though. So it should be that, but at 50% opacity. Maybe that's not it. Maybe maybe Bob's thinking about the variant color might be taken into account. Maybe we need to do theme extend ring color. That's the next suggestion they have. So let's give that a shot. Here, I won't change back to the code. We'll just make that change here real quick. Theme. Here, we'll just say extend inside of here. We'll just play with it. I'm not too worried about the way it looks. And then we say ring color. And boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. All right. So it doesn't seem to like extend. Duplicate declaration. Where is the extra extend? I don't see extend. Oh, it is there. It is there. They're right. That's why I love my ID. It picks up a lot of things that I didn't see. So yes, I do have extend already. So all I have to do is just put the ring color inside of there. There we go. Perfect. So now we'll come back to here. Let's restart bun. There we are. Oh, you guys, it's not showing. Why is my screen not showing? Okay, stop sharing. I share and then it doesn't show. Now, is it actually sharing now? There, it's sharing. Okay. It's still blue. So all those changes we did to try and extend the theme color to make it whatever the variable theme color is not causing this to work. I'm going to take another dive in to see if there's anything I can see, to see if there's a reason. Unfortunately, once again, you won't be able to see this, but I'll talk us all through this. We'll do the focus within again. And there we are. Okay, we've got it. Now let's see. Ring opacity. Focus within. Let's see here. Ring shadow. Yeah, so it never overrode the ring color. Basically, the ring color is the same as it was before. I'm looking at it right here. So it's setting the ring color, and the ring color is still now. Oh, sorry, no, I'm wrong. That's the ring offset color. What is this? But this is the ring color, and it's still set to the blue. It's still set to the light blue. Yeah. So it's got that at a 50% opacity. So it's the blue color. It's basically the blue color at a 50% opacity. Why? That just drives me nuts. This is the same thing that drove me nuts the first time I realized it, and I kind of I pushed it off because it just was such a royal pain in the butt. Now this should be something that should be easy. This should be something that we should be able to say ring color boom, and that should be the end. Basically, all we should have to do is I should have to come over to here and say ring primary 1, and that should be the end of it. That should quite literally just be. You're not watching me type because I've still got it there, but that's fine. That's fine because we're gonna refresh and we're gonna see what happens. So we're gonna refresh the screen here and see what happens. Boom. That should have refreshed now. There we go. And now we're back to just no ring at all. So yes, that overrode the ring color, but now it's stopping the ring from coming up. Those of you who are like, man, I want to be a software developer, it's gonna be so cool. This is the stuff you deal with on a regular basis. I'm not kidding you. This is the stuff that just drives you nuts because you get told this should override it, this should set it. You do this, and then it does. When you actually look at the actual ring color there, if we were to go into DevTools, we would see that the ring color is set properly now, but it's not displaying. Why is it not displaying? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. The style comes up. It does set it. It's just not displaying. Drives me absolutely insane. And like I said, the weird part is it works for dark mode, as you saw. I showed the dark mode before I started here, where it had the nice chalk white outline, just like the other parts. That works. So for some reason, dark mode works fine. If we look at dark mode here, let's see here. Where were we? Yeah, there it is. BSC ring mono light 2. So that right there is the ring color. So that's the ring color whenever it needs to have a focus ring. But hang on. I'm going to switch back over. Because I'm still showing you guys the other page here. Yeah, 6 minutes left. I know I'm under a deadline here. I'm trying to, well, not under a deadline. If I don't get it done, I'll have to do it later on this afternoon or this evening. But yeah, I've got a bunch. I got like 3 different tasks to do today. I've got this to get done because I was being asked about this during the week today. Brandon, when's this going to get done? I've got a task I didn't finish last night, which is a bug fix that has to go out on Monday. So that's task number 2. Both of those for full-time job. And then task number 3, I'm hoping to get some work done on the 3D interactive stuff. So it is going to be a crazy day today. Let me see if this transfers over. It always shows that it does, and then it doesn't. Okay, good. We're there. So I'm almost wondering. Here's how I might have missed this, and maybe this is what it is. Can you see the difference here? The difference I've seen is it is dark, but let's leave dark out of it. Do you see any other part of dark that does anything? No. It just says that it just sets the ring. Well, the difference between that and this is our modifier is focus within. I'm almost wondering if because yeah, I'm not sure this does anything at all. I'm wondering if I take this just for fun. Let's take this out and see what happens. I just want to see that. If it causes it to do it all the time, then well, at least we got something. But I want to see that it does it only because that's what we did there. Because dark basically doesn't have the ring by default, but it works. It does work the way you would expect it to. So let's see what happens here. No. Nope. That didn't do it. Okay, let's see what else we could do. So see, I think it does need the focus within because technically where this is applied here is not it's applied here. We'll take a real quick look. I'll just kind of showcase, and it's good for me too because I'm kind of talking myself through it as well. So basically, this stuff gets passed down to the headless checkbox. We've got the inner checkbox styles. We've got the checkbox styles that go to the label styles. We go to the headless checkbox here. This is the whole headless base thing. This came from the headless conversion stuff that I did a couple streams on. It's been a while now. But talked about this. Basically, it was the label styles. What do we have? There they are, label styles. Okay, so label styles is right there. Okay, so this is the label that's surrounding the headless base, which is where the actual checkbox is, in case you're wondering. This here is has a couple of different objects that basically burrow down and do the whole headless checkbox concept. The label here is the actual thing that's displayed. So this is the actual display portion of the headless checkbox, and that's where the styles are being applied, and that's where this is being applied. So technically, focus within would be focus inside of wherever focus within is at. So that's why focus within is important, but it's weird. When I just say BSC ring, it's fine. When I say BSC ring primary 1, it doesn't work. If I take this here, this seems to work because it puts two spaces, two units of space between the ring off or within the ring offset. It does do the opacity, as you see. It's kind of an opaque color, an opaque blue color. And that's if it's focused within, which ours is focused within. Here, we got to do this. Just clean up the code. There we go. That's better. Although if I take out the primary one, it probably won't matter. So we basically need to figure out, okay, I'm speaking in we as if you guys are helping me code, although you guys are kind of helping me code. I've had some good suggestions in here. Yeah, I know, Bob. Why? Here, Bob put this here. Why does it keep doing this? It's like I share my screen and then it stops, and then yeah, if I share it, it starts and then it stops. This is obnoxious. That's what I've been looking at. So let's see. Is it there now? Now it's there. Yeah. So this here does seem to do something because the ring goes away. But the question is, why does the ring go away? Yeah, it's going to take a bit more digging than I have time to do right now. I've here in a couple minutes. You know what? I might just try one last time. Just take one last look at this and see if I can figure out why it isn't focused within. If there's any big, huge aha moments I can ascertain from what's happened. Okay. Yep, still focused within, but not. And so let's take a look. Yeah, see, there's nothing that's actually setting it. Here, I will go ahead and share. So this is probably what's happening now. So here, this will at least give you guys some ideas as to why this is happening. Let's see. Let me do I'm going to stop sharing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop sharing. This seems to work better. Stop sharing, reshare the dev tools. Here we go. So we're back into dev tools now. Here's the focus within. Once again, we're on focus within. Here we are on the label that actually is the style point of the checkbox. Bucky. Let's not do that. But as you can see, there is nothing here setting the actual ring color. You have the ring offset. You have the ring opacity. But as you can see, there's nothing else. Previously, when we set the ring color, it would show the ring color, but it wasn't actually somehow being applied. For some reason, it just wasn't being applied. In this case, it's not setting it at all. So we have, hang on here, let's see if we can find it over here. No, there it is. BSC right there. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, but BSC ring primary one. So that should be our ring. So we should have a TW ring color of whatever is currently set to primary one, which is that brighter orange color. So we should have a bright orange color on the TW ring opacity. Now the question is, or the TW ring color. Sorry, TW ring color. I looked right at opacity and I said it instead. So if we look, let's see here, there's the ring color. So the ring color itself is still set to that silly blue, but that's weird. Why then is it not showing the blue? It's not showing anything right now. So the focus within, now nothing is shown. So since we're setting the ring color to primary one, which is that orange color, but it's not the orange, but it's not setting it here. The actual color is still being set to that blue color. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. Nothing I've seen so far makes any sense to me. Huh. Yeah, I really don't know. I have absolutely no idea why this wouldn't work. See, if any of you have done it yet and gone to Tailwind says this is how you override things. So I've put both pieces on how to override the ring color into there. But if you look at the setting for the ring color, which is the one that's shown as not overridden, it's this guy here. So I've set the ring color to whatever primary one is. Well, primary one if we look, we can even see it right up here. Seam BSC primary 1 is that orange color. That was the same color we used for that orange color. And that is why we see it as the color that's inside. So obviously primary 1 works for everything else, but for some reason for that ring color, it's still set to the blue color at 50%. Because there's the ring opacity. So the ring opacity of 50 means 50%. Why? If I had hair, I'd pull it out. I'm glad I don't have. That's why I don't keep much hair. I've made that joke before for anyone's watched my streams before. It's not the first time I've made that joke. It's a bad joke, but that's not the reason I cut my hair short. I cut my hair short because I live in Australia and it is freaking hot most of the time here. And the less hair you have, the cooler I stay. And it's getting warm. Today's a warm day. Dang. Looks like I'm gonna have to wrap it up. I'm gonna have to wrap it up without. Looks like I'm gonna have to wrap it up without busting it here today. That is too sad. I will post whatever I find, because this is something that they really want fixed, and I really need to get fixed. Plus, I've got, like I said, 2 more tasks beside this one to get fixed today. So, the loveliness of being a software developer. Don't get me wrong, I love being a software developer. I don't want anyone to think that I hate what I do. I don't. I really love what I do. I don't mind doing it on the weekends. I don't mind doing that stuff. I really like it. But this is the kind of, yes, I will, Bob. Bob wants to see the solution whenever I get it. I will definitely. All right, you too, Bob. Yeah, it's great to see everyone here. I am going to go ahead and end the stream. I've got a couple things to do. I got to take my dogs to the dog park. Maybe letting it curate in my mind for an hour or two will help by the time I come back to it this evening. And hopefully get this thing resolved, because this has been a long one that's stuck around. And as you can see, you see how hard this is to figure out. This isn't something that's like a 5-minute, here, just set the color and you're done. It should be that easy, but it's not. So now we got to figure out why it's just doing this and why it's always set to blue. All right. That'll be it, guys. I will see you later. Thanks for everyone who showed up. Thank you, Bob. Thanks to everyone else. I hope to see you guys again. Maybe